real life business English phrases that you need to know. You will hear these phrases in the office, even if they sound a little bit weird. Let's get straight into them. With a recession now a certainty, the CFO is looking for us to tighten our belt. Tighten our belt. That means, quite simply, cut costs. Next one, we should not diversify our product offering too much, but rather keep our eyes on the ball. Keep our eyes on the ball. That means to give something our full attention and do not lose focus. Next one, this loophole will mean we'll have to pay a lot less tax next year. Loophole, that is an intentional lack of clarity in a law or a contract. Next one, how did he get promoted? He's always slacking off. Slacking off? What the hell does that mean? It means somebody does very little work and hides from responsibility. So that one's a bit of a slang phrase, but it's very important. We use it a lot in native English. Next one, don't rock the boat until the negotiations are done. Don't rock the boat. That just means don't say or do something to upset or cause problems or make our project or negotiations change direction, like rocking a boat. Next one, the problem with this company is there is still a glass ceiling. A glass ceiling. Now, this means it's very difficult to get promoted in this business. If you picture what a glass ceiling would be, it's a ceiling, like a roof, made of glass. So it's kind of invisible. And therefore it's difficult for people to make progress past this ceiling. Next one. I don't like this particular one, but it's important. So here we go. Let's touch base next week and make a plan. Touch base. I hate this phrase. It really does knock me sick. I don't know why. It feels very, very fake. But it means let's get together and have a meeting. Okay? Next one coming up. This CEO needs that budget report by close of play. Close of play. That just means by the end of the working day. Next one. The CFO wants a breakdown of last week's sales figure. Breakdown. It just means an analysis. So we take the total sales figure, $1 million, and I want you to break that number into smaller pieces. So we sold $100,000 of new software. We sold $300,000 of AI products, etc. Next one. My boss is on holiday, so I have a lot on my plate at the moment. A lot on my plate. Just means I've got a lot of things to do. Next one. The new campaign really goes the extra mile for customers. The extra mile. That just means that the campaign, in this example, is doing a lot more than people expect. You could also say that about, for example, a colleague. Oh, our new colleague in finance. She really goes the extra mile. She's doing a lot more than we expect of her. Next one. I only have a couple of minutes to chat, so can you just give me a helicopter view of the report? Helicopter view. I hate this phrase. It just means give me a high level summary. Helicopter is up high looking down. It is a phrase that gets used. I certainly don't use it. It's something that you will have to understand if you're working in an English-speaking business. Next one. The new product division is making the lion's share of profits. The lion's share. The lion as in the big cat. It just means the new product division is making a significant proportion, the majority of profit. I guess it's to do with the lion eating most of the food or something like that. But what do I know? Next one. Now that the reorganization is completed, there are quite a few jobs up for grabs. Up for grabs. It means there will be jobs available to apply for, as in they're up in the air and you can grab them. That's what it means, up for grabs. Next one. The new acquisition the company made has already gone belly up. Gone belly up. What does that mean? Do you know what a belly is? Now, belly up is, imagine if I fall over, my belly is facing up, but I have fallen over on my back. I have failed. So if something like a business goes belly up, it means it's failed catastrophically. It's gone bankrupt. Next one. We need to pull out all of the stops to hit that deadline. Pull out all of the stops. That means you've got to do everything that is necessary. Next one. The company is undergoing a paradigm shift in its approach to customer service. Paradigm shift. Very important phrase. It means that the company is changing direction completely. Paradigm is a trend or direction. Paradigm shift is we were going that way, now we're going that way. Paradigm shift. Very important phrase. Another one. We need to find a way to move the needle on sales if we want to meet our targets for the quarter. Move the needle. That means if you think of a needle on a watch or a clock or on a compass looking at north, south, east, west, we want that needle to move. It means we want something to fundamentally change in order to hit our targets for the quarter. We're going to have to really change our approach to sales if we want to hit our targets for the quarter. Next one. Can we drill down into the data and see if there are any patterns or trends that might explain the decline in customer satisfaction? Drill down. That means, can we go from the top level of figures into the analysis? Imagine we're drilling down into the ground to find more detail and data. Next one. Our value proposition is that we offer high quality products at competitive prices. Value proposition. Well, what does that mean? That just means that's our customer offer. That's our strategy. This is what we want customers to notice about us when they step through the door of our business and see that we're different to our competitors. Value proposition, very important. And finally, before we move forward with this idea, let's run it up the flagpole and see if it gets the support it needs. I really hate this phrase. It's so common in strategy conversations. Run it up the flagpole. So that means you take something. I've done some work here, I've created an idea, and I want to run it up the flagpole. So flagpole is a big stick in the ground where you fly a flag, and you want to raise the flag, and the flag goes to the top. So what I'm doing in this phrase is I'm taking my little idea, my project, and I'm raising it further up the flagpole, in other words, up the company hierarchy to the more senior people at the top to see if the project gets the support it needs. It's a terrible phrase, but you will hear it in strategy discussions. That's it for today. Those are all the phrases I've got for you today. These are all genuine phrases. I am a genuine real life finance director, so please trust me when I tell you that these phrases are genuine. They're not just memes or funny things you find on TikTok, etc. So go ahead and subscribe, share, write to me, ask me any questions you want. If you've got any phrases you're hearing in the office and you need some help, please just write to me and I will help you answer any questions you have. See you soon.